Oh, just as we were discussing how crazy work has been, of course, for those of you who have been in my streams before, you know I play on my phone. And even on Do Not Disturb, I've got to let calls from work through just in case, because it's it is what it is. So if calls do come through, then guess what? The stream gets interrupted. So the stream got interrupted just there. Okie dokie. Ugh. So my apologies for that. We're back. Yes, we're back, Big Cat. What's going on? You and I have been matching up quite a bit in Tour 11, haven't we? It's been fun. It's been fun. I've been matching up with a lot of the Clanables on their big push. I did see sorry, I can't help but giggle at my opponent's name because it's so juvenile that it cracks me up. Oh my word. I've just been making a complete hash of this hole. I can't hit perfect is the problem. And the great right is killing me, so. Alright, we're going dead at it. And we're going to go 9.9 rings. Yeah, I still can't hit perfect. Well, great left was not. This is just a bad adjustment. Jim North in the house as well. What's up? Oops. Oh. Yeah, well. Not doing a whole lot of anything so far. Got robbed on 2. Absolutely robbed. I jinxed I think it was my own fault. I made the mistake of saying this is a perfect as in situation as soon as I hit perfect. And wouldn't you know it, that was a horrible mistake. It rolled dead center at the pin and somehow, even though it wasn't rolling all that fast, bounced off of it and rolled quite a significant margin away. So it is what it is. That was my most confident one that I was going to drop, and I hit perfect on it, and it just didn't go. So there's not a whole lot more. Oh, no. Yeah, that's what I kept doing. Every time I would hit great right, I was coming in that way. So over-adjustment there on my part, obviously. That's what I've been playing, but I hadn't been able to get it dialed in because I can't hit perfect on this hole. I hit perfect the first time, and then I hit great right, great right, great left. So, oh well. Another one in the books. 7's one that I could have a decent shot at. It's all going to come down now to whether I can get 6 and 7, basically. 6 is the toughie. I got it on this account in the qualifying round. So as long as I can execute my drive properly here with the new equipment, with the APOC 7, it makes it much easier on the drive to smash it down there and set myself up. I'll be using a werewolf ball as well, so if you've got there's a season ball that's the exact same stats. Wind 4, power 4, spin 1. So that's my shot here. It's going to be a full beans APOC 7 blast of a drive with the Kata as my second shot and the werewolf ball. Obviously, the goal here is just to smash it down into as deep into the fairway as you can get, and then have the kata second shot for fairway bounce rough into the rough, and then roll out onto the green is the plan. Obviously, executing that plan is an entirely different story. Oh, it's not all that bad, is it, Big Cat? I mean, we just break out. It's Navi play anyway. It's all good and fun. That's all. I've been playing so many clannables. It's a blast. I've really enjoyed it. Had some really fun battles. It's nice. I enjoy playing with those, the Marlins and Navigators and Quasars on Tour 11 against people when you know that you're going to be chopping. It's nice to get a good 3-game set in as the game was intended, but when you're on a grind, it's also kind of nice to know going in you can get a quick chunk of points and not really have to worry about wasting a ball or anything of that nature. So, all right. I'm going to play 8.5 rings here. Found a perfect. What kind of rollout are we going to get? Looks nice. Looks very nice. Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I was just watching the replay. I was thinking in my head, favor the great left. But a great left might have caught the rough first bounce there, as close as I caught it. Or second bounce, rather. I might have still gotten a decent rollout, but we'll see. Yeah, appreciate it, Jim. Yeah, that was a beauty, for sure. Does anybody else think about that when you're setting up your shots? Which way you're going to favor your greats? I know that people do it on their rough iron, sand wedge play. Rough wedge, was it or rough iron and sand? Yeah, sand wedge, whatever. I'm getting so tongue tied. I haven't streamed in so long. I'm not even remembering the terms. Oh. Nine, 8. Just under a 6 here. 6 is a 10. So 5, 9. 4, 5, 9. All right, we need a perfect ball, please. I would rather be great left, if I'm honest with you. Get out of the rough. Get out of the rough. Perhaps I should have favored the great right instead. I jinxed it. All right, we're pretty close. Play for the great right, Paul? Yeah. Yeah, since I'm with you on the releasing early, but no. I release late. If I release anything, I usually release late, and it's a great right ball. But I release from left to right, given my preference. Sometimes the timing doesn't allow that because sometimes I'm terrible with my timing. But if I have my druthers, then I'm releasing from left to right, and I release late on my misses generally on the great right side of things. So get in the hole. Oh, unlucky. Hopefully this is a situation where I have enough topspin with the Nirvana that even a great ball hopefully can go in, but pressure's on to hit perfect here for sure. Doesn't look like there's enough topspin. Could be. Could be. We're going to try and hit perfect just to be on the safe side of things, but yeah, baby. There we are. All right. Six is good. We got it. That's a big one. So if we can get 7 to drop, that would put us on pace for a 13. 7 is a good chance here. 8 is obviously not. I don't even know how the hell I'm going to play that one. I'm in a weird spot with that one, so we'll see. Good Lord, I'm on Do Not Disturb, and it does absolutely nothing. Most worthless button on the phone. We're playing hooky slicey. Plus 30, 13, 4, so we need 10 more. 5, 10. Did not carry. 403. We're going to be in between mid and max here. This is going to take some maths. Halfway in between. Okay. I'm going to have to measure it out, but my initial thought is to play it halfway in between mid and a max at a plus 40. This plays massive downhill, so generally like a plus 30, plus 40. And I think on a higher end of things, I can't believe I didn't get a good roll out there. I caught it what looked to be in the right spot with the right angle, but just didn't get the roll out I was looking for. Not near the distance that was necessary. All right, quick maths, quick measurement, quick maths. We'll adjust on the fly. Max. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Plus 40. Oh, my word. I don't like this one bit. 0.24846, 15.7, 16.3, 7, 8.1. We're going to go 8.1. I needed another half a ring. Yeah, did not get nearly far enough to be able to challenge that like I wanted to. Had to put way too much left spin on it. Bad angle. Rough bump. No. I have not played the rough bump here. My notes are basically... my notes are pretty much just like what I would normally have after my first day of qualifying, because that's all I did. So I don't really have much of anything really dialed in. So it's a lot that, that drive, the slice drive, I hadn't ended up in that position on any of my other 3 attempts so far. So it was so much just on the fly that you know, it was real quick trying to do all that math in my head, and it just didn't. It. Let's see. It was, my math was bad as well. 1 2 1 1. Yeah, my math was off by a considerable margin. Let's see. It should have been a 5 5 8 plus 2 4 8 point. Well, no, okay. Well, yeah, my math was off, but not by that much. My adjustment was probably more off than my math. I don't think it was playing like, I think it was playing closer to max than I anticipated, but that's okay. This one's really up in the air because I don't have any power 0 balls. I think I'm just going to use a power 1 ball and see what we can finagle, but it's not going to be pretty. I'll just warn you right now, this one is not going to be, I'm just going to basically, I'm still trying to figure it out, so you're going to try and figure it out with me, I guess. All the right spin, 2 to 3 backspin. I'm going to leave it out left and use some curl to try and bring it into the pin, but if it goes in, it's going to be complete luck because I'm just going to be winging it on how much curl I'm using, so. We've been finding opponents with pretty good regularity up until this point, so it's kind of unfortunate we aren't now. Come on. Come on. There we go. That was much quicker. Plus 10. Where was it? Would it have been plus 10 at a mid then, probably, for a rough bump there, I would imagine. Guardian. Interesting. He's not going to have... He's just as confused as I'm going to be, so... You know, with this adjustment, it's going to be in a funky spot. Mine's going to be in just as funky of a spot using the quarterback, so... It's just a tough one. You take the birdie here and just run without enough time to try and dial something spectacular like a sand bump in with as few time, you know, as few attempts as you have at it. This one's just brutal. So we'll just see what we can do, but it's not going to be much. Jesus. Hope and a prayer. That's all we've got. Not even close. I adjusted so far down the edge of that cliff that it came up so short. I tried to compensate for that a little bit with my pull angle, but yeah, it's fine. Whatever. All right, last hole is a makeable Alba if you can find the right line. Apox 7 gets to smash it down there, and we'll see what we happen. See what we can do. See what we can do. Sorry if you came here expecting some brilliance, because this is nothing. I feel extra terrible about that one on 2 bouncing out now, because that should be a 13. On pace for a 13 or a 14 instead of on pace for a 12 or a 13. So it is what it is. That's all right. We'll finish this out and then jump over into some Tour 11 hole hunting. Is exactly what we'll do. I'm just using a Kingmaker here. We're going to give it a run. I'm going to play my golden shot also at some point. Like I said, it's going to kind of be an everything stream. Just an everything stream. Just a little bit of everything. Hopefully it's a find an opponent kind of stream here shortly. Come on. Jeez. Oh, there we go. I just hit back and then it gave me an opponent. I think I played this earlier. It's probably the replay. Whatever replay that they've got saved for my level. We're just gonna smash it. Go ball. Keep going. Could have used some more curl to get it at a slightly better angle, but that was a pretty good rollout. Left myself the possibility of a great right, still not going in the water there. So the angle could be a little bit better, could be a little bit deeper, but that's all right. That's the kind of the tricky part, is if you attack it too much, you run the risk of catching the rough and dropping right into the water. I had an opponent do that. I'm sure you've seen it often. Back when I was playing Tour 12, you'd see it all the time. This place is such a massive over adjustment from the third tees, especially when you're utilizing this much curl into the wind like this, that it's really easy to go right into the water. Massive great left here from our opponent. Will stay in the fairway. Alrighty. What kind of angle do we get to attack this with? Hope our adjustment was terrible and the great left is perfect. Our adjustment was terrible, but the great left is still not enough. There you go, minus 12. Well, that was a horrible round. We got 6, and that was it. That was it. So much for the mini. It is what it is. We'll see where that puts us in our bracket. Unlikely to be anything spectacular. Maybe a top 25 if I'm lucky by the end of the day. I wouldn't expect anything better than that. Had some massive scores in this bracket in the opening round, a 15, a 14, a couple 13s. So I would expect to get knocked down pretty quickly. But that's all right. I'm going to jump over and play Golden Shot and then do a Tour 11. Let's see what we can do with this Golden Shot. I guess I got to finish this hole out first. We'll do that. See where it puts us. What kind of nonsense glitch is going on there? Oh well. Whatever it looked like on my end, it must look normal on theirs. Oh, probably just because it's a replay, so it's extra glitchy. Should I try and take this replay's coins and chest? Oh, I haven't gotten to play this hole on outside of Tour 12 with anything higher than an APOC 5, so I'm kind of interested if I jump back into Tour 12 what it looks like. What do we think? 1 to 1 plus 1 adjustment, so 13-1. Tiny little bit of overpower. I remembered pretty decently how to play it from my Tour 12 days. Maybe we'll take a Tour 12 probably worthless chest. Oh. Looks like they just didn't even care. Maybe it wasn't a replay. Who knows? But I'll take the Tour 12 chest, I guess. Tied for 5th with one of the Todds. 15-15, 13-13. Oh, this guy's about to pass me. Loads of 12s, loads of 11s. 10, 9, 9. Loads of people yet to play. Yeah, we'll be lucky. Hopefully I'll stay top 25. Fingers crossed. All right, let's get some Golden Shot action in, shall we? I'm just basically following the guide put out by Tony Richardson alongside Tommy. So looks like we're going to have some left to right winds based on that flag. So we should be looking in that area. So I'm going to just set up in my mind here approximately 3.5 back and 4 left. So, okay. So we go white by the bunker, blue on the rough, or on the fringe rather. 3-8 back, 3 left. 5-6 2-9. Hopefully we hit perfect. We do. Let's see what that does for us. Not great, but not too shabby. Second ring in. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Oh, 2 whole Thor's hammer cards. Lovely. All right, that's over and done with. Let's get to the main stuff here now. Adjust my bags here just for one moment. Get them back into tour play mode. Good, good, good. I rarely, if ever, use this bag, the 5th bag, but I have it if needed. Oops. It was on golden shot. That's not what we want. That's not what we want at all. All right, let's go hole hunting. Let's play some Tour 11. Let's go hole hunting for some of those awful old holes from the dreaded Dunes tournament. We'll start off in Paris. I love Paris. Funnel hole here. Loads of fun. Great right doesn't matter because I have a Thor's hammer level 7, so. Not quite as deep as we would like, but not bad from there. Probably be playing, so this should be like a min plus a third, basically. What? A marlin? Well, now I feel terrible. You like the Dunes ones? The par 4s? Yeah, the drivable par 4s are fun if you get the right wind. It's all, yeah, they're all relatively short and straightforward. I don't mind those. The shootouts, I felt never really, tour play wise, didn't really work from the back tees, was my main complaint with them. And I think they seem to have changed up the par 3s, unless I'm crazy and just don't remember them from when they used to be. Some of them look significantly different than they used to. 10-4, we'll go 3 rings here. There's our spot. So we apply our spin, and we're going to put the guideline just on the right edge to compensate for the secondary wind effect, and play it at 3 rings with a deep pull. Then we're going to hit perfect. No, we're going to hit a great right and hope that it goes in anyway because funnels. Because funnels. My opponent here using a marlin has to drain this now. After I've drained it with a great shot. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Pardon me for a minute. I'm going to go let the dogs in while this guy hopefully makes the shot and we can go to a shootout. Oh, good. He found funnels as well. Funnels for all. Funnels for all. Let's see what kind of wind we get here. Oh, this is a nasty wind. Nasty wind, I am telling you. I'm gonna go there, add 3.5 to play it as 13.7. I'm gonna go 8.7. 5. I'm gonna push up just a notch to compensate. And use just a notch of right curl. Because with this crosswind, it's gonna push it way, way, way left. You've got to adjust for that. Just a notch too much overcompensation, but still not a bad shot. He's going to have an absolutely terrible time with this marlin. If he can beat that, then props to you. Got Guy? Is it Guy? It's probably Guy, not Guy, but who knows? Big Cat, I'm going to give you all my shootout secrets. You're going to start beating me. Not that they're really secrets. I put out guides like to Tour 11 on the 19th page like a long time ago. And I've streamed so much, everybody knows how I play these, I would think. It's not really a secret. Not that I'm like watched by a lot of people or anything. But I don't keep anything a secret. I don't care. Yeah. Tough one here. I don't know if he'll play me again. No. Well, I mean, when I go first and use the Titan, you're not obligated to use a Marlin, bro. I didn't know. I don't know you. I don't know you. Milestone moment. We were talking about those earlier, and I completely forgot about it. But unfortunately, it got erased. I shared it in my clan, but you look up there at the coins. I surpassed 5 billion coins this last week for the first time. So I hit 5 billion coins, and it was with an albatross. So I shared the albatross in my clan, but it was so long ago that it's not there anymore, and I didn't favorite it because I'm a moron. But I've had a habit of making really nice shots to hit those milestones. My first ever max, 6270 max, was on one of the tournament holes, actually, on the par 4 7th. That one that with the mass that we played hooky slicey on. 10. We're gonna go 12 and a half rings here. That par 4. I can't remember if that one's Porthello or White Cliffs. I think it's White Cliffs. Now that I'm thinking about it. But I hit a thorn porn shot for my first ever max for 6270. And then I hit this albatross to go over 5 billion for the first time. So it's really cool when you are approaching those kind of milestones and you drop a shot to eclipse that one. Because it seems like there are certain aspects of this game, and now we've got a guy playing with a freaking Quasar. If we keep going first, and whatever, I'm not going to feel bad about it. You've probably all experienced it. The playdemic is angle, as Dan Hickey would describe it, is the PD effery. I didn't put not safe for work on this stream, so I'll try not to curse. But as that's so eloquently put, when you get to these milestone moments, you start to either, because of perhaps a bit of nervousness on our part, we we screw up, but it always does seem like you hit these really bad streaks as you're approaching those milestones, whether it be a coin, maxing out a tour, a significant number of clan points for the season, something like that, where all of a sudden everything just starts going wrong. And so when you're approaching those moments and you start to kind of pucker up a little bit, it's nice when you can achieve that with a drop, with an albatross, with a thorn porn shot. I'm going to play this 1-to-1 plus 10%, so 6.4 more. A big, significant amount of offset here, and even just a baby curl back to the right, just to compensate for that secondary wind effect just a little bit, because this is such a massive crosswind. Coming back down and go in. Let's go. Come on. Have the legs. Have the legs. It doesn't have the legs. You kind of give yourself two shots at it here, because if you do miss on the left on your way up, it could potentially come back down, but you could also just bang it on the way up and have it drop. So Quasar. Not a high coin or earn total for having that many games. But props to you for playing with a Quasar in Tour 11, Johnny D. Well done. Props to you. Hopefully we get an opportunity to play a couple of fun drives throughout the course of this little mini grind session on Tour 11. That looks good. Oh, he got the good angle, as they say. I had the good angle too, just didn't have the legs to get back down. See, just a touch more and it would have gone flying down the hill, but because of the angle I came in at, it just didn't catch it quite enough. If we get that one with any kind of wind where I can try a hooky slicey shot with the new shiny APOC 7, then I'm going to give it a blast. I haven't tried that yet. Since I've had the Thor 7, any kind of wind that is beneficial, I've just been smashing it full topspin down the right side, but then across to the left for a short iron or a wedge, depending on what kind of angle I can get. Oh, all right. Here we go with one of the new ones. We also have a significant headwind here. We're just going to play offset games, play this one at +1 or plus 10% at 1-to-1. We want to come in from this angle for sure and just play offset games. So add 1.4 to play this as a 15.3. 9.8, 15.5. Let's see what that looks like for us. Well short. Plus 20 at 1-to-1 at the very least. I figured since it was so close to min that plus 10 at 1-to-1 would be the play, but that was a massive under adjustment. But he's got a Quasar and a 16-mile-an-hour combination cross headwind that is not going to be pleasant to deal with here. Are we trying a rough bump, eh? Tournaments, I don't know what I'm going to do for the tournament for this one. The rough bump, this is the par 3 that I think they changed all the par 3s just a little bit. This one seems to be playing differently. It looks really similar to how it used to be. The other par 3s, I barely even, they kind of seem familiar, but I don't really recognize them. Oh, geez. Let's see what happens here. well short as well. I don't know who won that. He did.